Hello friends! Welcome to our Tuesday lunch chat where I give you all things yarn and Not Another Hat related. I am Sarah, I'm the owner of Not Another Hat, and I'm coming to you live from inside the store located in the picturesque Hood River, Oregon, in the heart of the Columbia River Gorge, where we're finally getting the heat wave everyone else has been experiencing all summer long. So really can't complain. We have not had it bad, especially compared to previous years. But it's hot, that's right. I'm very grateful for air conditioning, and I'm grateful that our shop is air conditioned because that means that it'll be a pleasant place for people to hang out and knit this week while we're open. So I have lots of fun things to tell you about today, including our latest pattern release, which I happen to be wearing around my head. So I guess maybe we should just get started. This is the Hazy Cowl. This just came out. This is a fun and quick project that uses one of our brand new yarns, Rico Creative Lazy Hazy Summer Cotton. Yes, that's a mouthful. And I paired it up with some silk mohair, and I had this idea to hold the two yarns together most of the time. As you can see, I dropped the mohair for this little 2-stitch cable that runs on the bias throughout the cowl. So it's a nice little like bandana cowl style. And if you don't want to have to make a decision about which yarns to choose, you know us. We've done that for you. We have so many grab and go bundles. Because this only takes one skein of the cotton and one skein of mohair, it is one of our most reasonably priced bundles that we've ever made. So let me show you some of them. The Ariel and cotton bundle, I think, is only $25. Super, super good deal. And that comes with the pattern. So this is the Rico Creative Lazy Hazy Summer Cotton. And it's a super fun marled, happy color cotton. And ever since it came in, I knew I was like kind of obsessed with it. Like, what could I do with it? What could I do with it? And I was carrying around a ball in this color. This is the color I actually used. And I wasn't sure what to do, and I set it down at my house at one point next to a ball of pink, like magenta pink mohair. And that's when I immediately was like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do with it. So there's a couple of different combos that use Barocco Ariel, like this combo. Or I love this one. This is my normal wheelhouse, right? Totally. Love. Or that one, or teals, maybe like my runner-up wheelhouse. First it's gold, then it's turquoise teal, you know, in those in those ranges. And then what I actually used was Tosh Impression with mine. So I'll show you the combo that I used. This is buttercream, so kind of a white base with lots of happy colors, and that's Coquette Dew from Tosh. So this is what I held together, and I love how I've been describing this fabric to people as like when you use crayons on a textured surface. Do you remember this? Like either as a kid or maybe more recently if you're still, you know, into using crayons. That's what I feel like happens with this marled and mohair combo, is you get this really cool pebbly texture. So that's my combo right there. Other ones that I put together with the Tosh Impression are this one, Filtered Daydreams. Isn't this elegant? This would be so, so beautiful. We only have one of this combo because this is our last Filtered Daydreams. So if you like that one, please don't delay. And we have this pinkish color with alicorn. So remember now when we're talking about holding lace mohair together, let me try and get one single strand. Oh, come on. Okay. It's really, really subtle. Here's one single little strand. So it looks much more intense in the skein than it does when it's held together with the other yarn, because you're just talking about one strand giving a really kind of subtle halo effect. So there's this combo, and I love this one too. Vintage Sari, and they call this color red. It's kind of like pinky red orange, but I think these two together would be beautiful. So given that this is a cotton blend and then you've got the mohair silk, this makes like a really all season kind of cowl. So it's really great for cool mornings and cool evenings, even in the summer months, except for maybe like right now where it's over 100 degrees. All right, that rounds up the Hazy Cowl. So, you know, last week I talked about the Malabrigo knit along, and I showed you pictures of the shawl on my iPad because the shawl was due to arrive that day but had not arrived in time for the video. So I actually have it here. So even though I talked about it last week, I'm going to show it to you again this week just so that you can see it like here on the video instead of just on a screen. And remember, we've got really gorgeous grab and go bundles that have all the yarn you need. The pattern is free from Malabrigo. All you have to do is sign up for the knit along at the link that we've got on our website. So let me show you. There we go. I had it kind of hanging on some hooks. Wouldn't that be terrible if I snagged this? Oh my God. All right, look at this beauty. This was knit by our dear sample knitter, Liz. And this uses Ultimate Sock. This is the dark Côte d'Azur color, which is kind of a dark navy violet. And then Malabrigo Mohair. So this is Talisman. So we had her use these two colors together to make this shawl. This shawl is not as hard as you might think. So if you're new to lace, this is something that is totally within your reach. So check it out because it starts September 1st, which I don't know if you realized, but we're halfway through August, which is terrifying. But yes, fall is like screaming down the tracks right now. So if you would like to participate in this, hop on board, don't delay. We ship fast, you know, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, it's going to be super fun. It is beautiful. Yes. Yes, Jen. Okay. I don't think that I have told you yet about the Twice Sheared Sheep fun little doodads that we got in recently. When we did a poll before I went to market to ask people what they would like to see in the store, we had several people comment that they would like the row counters from Twice Sheared Sheep and or just general tools from Twice Sheared Sheep. That is such a mouthful. It's like a tongue twister. So we have received our first little round of special tools, and I'm really excited to tell you about one of them in particular because it also works really great with my other favorite tool in the store. Okay, so first I'm going to show you this is what the row counters are like that a lot of people asked for. So they've got numbers and basically like little stitch marker type things, and then fun little charms at the bottom just to keep you entertained. So these ride on your needles and you move them as you go along. And she's got a whole video on how to use these. We've got the video on our website. So they help you keep track of your rows as you're going, and they can go past 10. There's a whole way to do that. So they've got two sizes. I think we're looking at the small. So this will fit up to a size 4 needle, and then there's another size that we also brought in that fits up to a size 8, I believe. And we got in an assortment of different little charms and fun things. So if you have been waiting to get your hands on one of these, or maybe you already have one and you love it so much, you need more because you might have more than one project going. I mean, I know nobody has more than one project, like no way, but you might need one or another one or like 2 more. So they are here. And then I also got these in because I could not resist. I just dropped the other thing I'm going to show you. Right side and wrong side row clips. So if you have a hard time keeping track of the right side and the wrong side, you are not alone. This is very common, and it's one of the more common things we have to fix for people that they bring into the store. So they bring something in and they've gotten confused about which row they were on, and they've started working their pattern with the wrong side facing, and they've got like why does it look so different? This is what you need. It's also really handy if you're working a project in garter stitch because it's reversible, right? So they clip onto your fabric and they hang so you've got the right side and the wrong side. Super handy. 1 second. Okay. This is the last one I wanted to show you, and we have an assortment of these, but I'm really excited about them for a very specific reason. So here they are, and they're called cable locks, and they're little clippy things. that you can put, there's one, on the end of your needle, and you push down and you put your needle through and then release, and it locks on securely to hold your stitches in place. So they're kind of like point protectors or stitch keepers, needle keepers. They keep your stitches from falling off focus, the tips of your needles. But what I'm really excited about is, you know, the Purl Strings we love so much? They go on the ends of these perfectly. So if you are going to try a project on and use your Purl Strings, and you move all your stitches over to your Purl String, and then you like got to finagle it over your head and you don't want anything to come loose, these do not tie into a knot very well. Like, you can kind of do it, but they're so pliable that they just kind of undo themselves out of a knot. So keeping them secure is challenging sometimes. Ditto for if you're using these to put your sleeve stitches on hold in a top-down project. You can slide one or both ends into the clippy. So you press down, and then it's not called a clippy. I'm sorry, I'm making up a word. It's called the cable lock. And I just got one. There we go. And then look, I'm going to push it in further. I'm going to tug without pressing on the lock. It is secure. It is so secure. So genius, buy all of them. These also come in sizes. This is the extra small. We got 2 sizes in a different assortment of colors. And if you're going to be putting them on needles, you're going to want to pay attention to the sizes. If you just want them for your Purl Strings, the extra small works great. Actually, probably both sizes work great because it'll spring back up to hold whatever you need. So anyway, super stoked about that. I will be getting some. What else? Look, I talked about everything on my list. Kind of a short video today. So this is your friendly reminder that they are, okay, wait, hold up. I'm backing up. Julia said, oh, they're like the locks used on the end of bungees and clothes and bags. Yes, they are like the locks you might have on the ends of things like things you can tighten on ski jackets and things like that. They've got that same kind of like, you squish and put it on and then let go and it hangs on. Okay. Friendly reminders that we have some amazing upcoming events here at the store, including we are just 8 days away from our Tosh event with Laura Zander from Madeline Tosh. She will be here on Wednesday the 23rd from 3 to 5 for a little meet and greet soiree with door prizes and swag, and we're going to have pop-up shops and vintage trunk show, so lots of really great stuff. And then after that, we have Marie's book launch weekend. So that is Marie Green of Olive Knits. Her 4th book is coming out in the beginning of September, and we will be kicking that off with a book signing party. We're going to have a VIP event from 3 to 5 on Friday the 8th with drinks and snacks. And you can meet Marie, and she'll talk a little bit about the book and what inspired her to make the book, and the samples will be here. And then the next day on Saturday, the 9th from 11 to 1, you can get your book signed. So the Friday night is a ticketed event. It's $10, which is refundable with any purchase made that night. So that's next. And then after that, we have Shell A from Shell A Designs bringing a yarn trunk show and a design trunk show here to the store in the last weekend in September. So lots of good stuff coming up. And then I don't have the date yet, but I will be participating again in the Have a Ball Fall Crawl. So if you don't know what that is, more information will be coming soon, but basically it's a virtual yarn crawl with 25 different stores. You register, I think it's $10. We're going to have a nice presentation from, oh my gosh, I just blanked on her name, from Modern Daily Knitting. Anyways, the gal, one of the 2 gals from Modern Daily, that will kick off the event, and it will run for 2 weekends. So we'll be doing a 1-hour presentation with special projects and bundles and things like that. So just stay tuned for more information about that. All right, someone popped on at the end here and asked what I was wearing. Just a quick recap, this is the Hazy Cowl, and it just debuted this week. You can find it on our website for purchase as a download, or you can also get the pattern free if you buy one of our little bundles of the 2 skeins of yarn that you need to make it. Ta-da! All right, thanks for joining me, and may your week be full of lots of yarny goodness in some form or another. I'll see you back here next week.